With just 15 days left to the October 26th repeat presidential elections, MPs have adopted amendments to the election laws that, if assented into law, will block annulment of the poll on the basis of technicalities. The Jubilee-dominated House also made it mandatory in the new law for the petition to prove the alleged non-compliance affected the final outcome. Legislators, in debating the bill at the committee stage, argued it will safeguard the will of the people.
Whoever wants to go to court to challenge elections must be able to prove the two aspects of this provision, that there was non-compliance with the law and the Constitution, and that actually substantially affected the elections. Mr. Speaker, those two terms should be proven by a petitioner going to court.
Further, the lawmakers have made physically delivered Forms 34A and 34B superior to the electronically transmitted results.
Mr. Speaker, we have never, as a House, amended the transmission of results through the electronic system. Mr. Speaker, there has been that argument that what we have done is to diminish the transmission of results electronically. What we have done, Mr. Speaker, is to provide an additional system that is through the physical delivery. Mr. Speaker, this is good.
The National Assembly also retained the qualification in law for the chairperson of the IEBC to be a lawyer, a provision that initially had been scrapped, sparking debate on its constitutionality. Jubilee Party had proposed the qualification for IEBC chairperson be expanded to accommodate other professions, but the electoral agency implored on the ad hoc committee to drop the amendment. The new election laws enacted by the National Assembly also seek to cure the constitutional quagmire rendered by the withdrawal of NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga from the poll by legislating that where only one candidate remains after the withdrawal, the remaining candidate shall be declared elected forthwith as the president-elect, with no election being held.
This is the amendment that made Raila Odinga withdraw. I want to make it very clear and go unanswered. Because he wanted to withdraw 2 days to the election. But this amendment has removed him from where he was hiding. And this amendment, Mr. Speaker, cures the Supreme Court judgment of 2013.
The proposed law was later tabled in the Senate, where Jubilee allied lawmakers took a swipe on NASA, accusing the opposition of adjudicating their role in the legislation process.
If their citizens who voted them were serious enough, they would take it as a serious breach of trust between the elected leaders from the minority side and those of us who are on the majority side, Mr. Speaker, and their citizens, Mr. Speaker, who elected them. And that, Mr. Speaker, if those citizens were serious enough, Mr. Speaker, they would invoke the doctrine of social contract to demand, Mr. Speaker, that that relationship must be severed because there is an abdication of duty which was given to them via the vote, Mr. Speaker, on 8th of August.
If passed, the amendments will be forwarded to the President for assent into law.